Welcome to another session of Wireless Communications and Networks, Unit 5, Wireless Networking. Today's topic is Wireless Data Services. Wireless Data Services, nothing but how the data is transmitted through a existing cellular network. Nothing but in first generation cellular networks. In first generation cellular networks, especially used for only for voice transmission. Especially used for only for voice transmission, not for any messages, not for any data transmission, only for voice transmission. But we are going for second generation of cellular communication. We need to transmit data. Nothing but by using this existing network, just slightly modify without any change in the cost, slightly modify and use it for data transmission. That is the concept of wireless data services. Right. In a previous class, we discussed about the difference between circuit switching and packet switching, especially the circuit switching having a 3 phases. That is connection establishment, transmission, connection release. Nothing but it is a continuous flow. That is nothing but especially the circuit switching is especially used for voice transmission. But we have to transmit data to circuit switching. It is inefficient. Why? Because it is continuous transmission. That's why we are using packet switching to transmit data like fax, electronic mail, SMSs. This is not possible in circuit switching. Right. In first generation cellular networks used data communications for circuit switching, but it is some difficulties is there. That is to conversion from analog to digital one and frequency modulation and common air interfaces problems and audio filters problems. That's why we are using voice filtering. Voice filtering circuits are used in first generation cellular systems to transmit data. Once voice filter is used, nothing but it stops the voice, only enter the data in a existing network. This is a concept is used in first generation. Next, the demand of packet switching is increased day to day. That's why in second generation cellular networks we are using these wireless data services. Right. In 1993, US cellular industry developed a CDPD network, that is cellular digital packet data. Cellular digital packet data, which is used for transmission of data for the existing voice only cellular system. Not only CDPD, in 1980s, another 2 types of wireless data services are there. That is ARDIS and RMD network. First wireless data service is CDPD, cellular digital packet data. Here, this is a CDPD is a data service which is used in the first generation of cellular networks. It is developed in US and it is implemented in AMPS network, that is analog cellular network with a channel, each channel width is 30 kilohertz. 30 kilohertz. Here, by using this CDPD, is used in already existing network. Nothing but automatically the cost implemented is reduced. The cost of revenue is reduced. And here the CDPD directly overlays with existing cellular infrastructure, and then it is easy to install and it is make simple, and it is used for existing base station. But in CDPD network there is not use MSC, not use MSC. Already we discussed yesterday class the basic block diagram of cellular networks. Here in basic block diagram of cellular network is mobile station, base station, MSC or MTSO, next PSTN. But in CDPD network we are not using MSC. We are not using MSC. Right. Here each CDPD, it is a simplex link The channel width is 30 kHz with a data rate of 19,200 bits per second. And applying packet switching. Packet switching. The type of modulation is GMSK. And the type of protecting, that is for error detecting protection, we are using Reed-Solomon code. And the CDPD, which can be follows two-layer protocol system. That is, there are two protocols are used in CDPD. The first one is Mobile Data Link Protocol, MDLP, and second one is RRMP, Radio Resource Management Protocol, to transmit data. That is, there are two types of protocols we are using in CDPD. Mobile Data Link Protocol. The second one is Radio Resource Management Protocol. Here, what is the use of this MDLP protocol? Which conveys information between data link layer entities. What is the data link layer? The second layer in OSI model. That is the MDLP, which is used to convey information between data link layer entities across the CDPD air interface. And this MDLP provides addresses for each packet frame, and which provides sequence control to maintain a sequence order of frames, and it provides error detection and correction, and it provides flow control. That is the MDLP protocol, which is used for the mobile data between layer entities across CDPD air interface, flow control, sequence control, error correction and detection purpose, and addressing provided for each packet frame. This is the services for the MDLP protocol. The next one is RRMP, Radio Resource Management Protocol. It is higher. It is a layer 3 protocol in OSI model, which provides a duplex radio channel. Duplex radio channel. You know the meaning of simplex. You know the meaning of duplex. And this RRMP, which is used to find base station identification and mobile end system stations. Right, these are two protocols which is used at CDPD. Here, see this table column, the characteristics of CDPD. The protocols which is used for CDPD is MDLP, RRMP. Sometimes we are using X.25 protocol. And what is the channel data rate? That is 19,200 bits per second. And what is the channel bandwidth? Is 30 kilohertz. And what is the spectrum efficiency? Is 0.64 bits per hertz. Random error strategy, that is, which covers with burst protect. That is, each and every packet we have to protect. And burst error strategy, that is, we are applying Reed-Solomon code 63,47. And fading performance, which stands 2.2 milliseconds fade. And channel access is slotted DSMA/CD. DSMA/CD. Here, this figure shows exactly what is the CDPD network works. Here in this figure, the end system, fixed end system is there, I interface is there, common A interface is there, MES. MES stands for mobile end system, nothing but your mobile phone. Mobile end station. That is your mobile phone. Next, just compare this figure with your general cellular system. After mobile station, we are connected to base station through wireless. Similarly, this MES connected to MDBS. Here the MDBS, I think, but mobile data base station. Mobile data base station. Here the connectivity between MES to MDBS is common air interface. Next, the number of MDBSs are connected to MDIS, intermediate server for CDPD traffic. Intermediate server for CDPD traffic. Here, instead of MSC in cellular networks, we are using here MDIS. And intermediate number of servers. Finally, we are going for fixed end system. Nothing but suppose we want to open your in your mobile type open your Google I type something, then automatically the signal goes from MES to MDBS, MDBS to MDIS, MDIS to number of intermediate servers to the main serving system, and such what is the data we want, and in reverse link they can be shown in your mobile unit. This is about CDPD network. Next one we are going for the second wireless data service is advanced radio data information systems. Advanced radio data information systems, that is ARDIS. Advanced radio data information system, ARDIS. This ARDIS is a private network developed by the Motorola and IBM, and the protocols which is used for this ARDIS is MDC 4800 and RDLAP, that is radio data link access procedure. There are two types of protocols which is used for ARDIS, that is MDC 4800 and RDLAP. Here the frequency spectrum which is used is 800 megahertz. It is a two-way communication. We have to transmit a short length messages in urban area, and low read rates, retry, that is whenever it is lost, very less rate. And here we are using this ARDS is packet switching, and ARDS developed provide to excellent in-building penetration, right? And applying diversity scheme in this ARDS. Here, see this one in this tabular column shows the characteristics of ARDS. Characteristics of ARDS. Here, first one is protocol. The protocols are two: MDC 4800, RDLAP. The speed is 4800 BPS for MDC 4800, 19,200 for RDLAP, and channel bandwidth is 25 kHz for both protocols, and spectrum efficiency is 0.19 bits per hertz in MDC 4800, 0.77 for RDLAP. Random error strategy is convolutional 1/2 k equal to 7. For RDLAP is trellis code, and burst error strategy is interleave 16 bits. For MDC 4800, for RDLAP interleave 32 bits. And fading performance, the MDC is 4800 is withstands 3.3 milliseconds fade. For RDLAP is withstands 1.7 millisecond fade. Next, channel access is CSMA. For MDC 4800, for slotted CSMA is RDLAP. Here, what is meant CSMA? Carrier sense multiple access. This is about ARDIS. Next one is the last wireless data service is RAM, mobile data. RAM, mobile data, that is RMD. This RMD is a public network. It is a two-way communication. It is developed by Ericsson company, which covers street level coverage, especially in urban environment, which is used to transmit short and long messages. Especially this RMD used for fax image, especially for fax transmission. Here, this table column shows the characteristics of RMD. Right, protocol is Mobitex. Speed is 8000 bps. Channel bandwidth is 12.5 kilohertz. Spectrum efficiency is 0.64 bits per hertz. And random error strategy is 12,8 Hamming code. And burst error strategy is interleave 21 bits. Fading performance is withstands 2.6 milliseconds fade. And finally, the channel access is slotted CSMA. Right. About wireless data services, which is used in first and second generation cellular networks, that is CDPD, ARDS, RMD. Right. Do you have any query regarding this wireless data service? Please type your query in a chat box. Thank you very much for attending. this session.